Hey guys, what is going on? Lee Sanders here from the RCWR show, covering all things wrestling, entertainment, gaming, and beyond, and have been doing so since 2011. Make sure if you haven't done so already, you do hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on all the great content that comes your way on a weekly basis. So today, I am here showing you guys just a little bit of a teaser of gameplay footage of the upcoming game, Elder Scrolls Blades. This is in a beta rollout process right now, and Bethesda Studios, they are slowly but rather quickly sending out the invites to people that had registered months back to be able to play this game. I definitely was one of those people. If you are a big fan of Fallout franchise, or maybe even a fan of the Batman Arkham franchise, right? Maybe Gears of War, things of that nature. This game would definitely be up your alley as far as I'm concerned, especially if you love those first-person perspective games. You like the RPG elements, little Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know why I was getting ready to say Dunkins and Donuts, but it shows where my mind is right now, brother hungry. But anyway, Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering, things of that nature. And then this is a game that's definitely right up your alley. I've been paying attention to what's been going on with this game for, my God, it feels like maybe almost a year and a half now, because I remember when everything was just a whisper last year, and then we saw a little something at last year's E3 convention, and I was hooked, and I just could not wait to get my hands on this game. And it's so funny because my coworker slash my best friend Jacob, and shout out to him, he was telling me this week, hey, did you hear they rolled out Elder Scrolls Blades? I'm like, really? It's like, yeah, I got it on my phone, but it's only giving me the welcome screen, and it's telling me how there's a limited number of people they're allowing to play the beta right now. I'm like, huh, well, that freaking sucks. And it actually had turned out I did not receive a notification as far as email goes. However, I did get a notification on my iPad saying that one of my pre-orders was now available for downloads. Turns out it was this game, and I had the same setup as he. I'm sure many of you all had. You went through the fight, that one fight that lasted about 60 seconds, and then that pretty much was it. Well, I'm glad that Bethesda listened to a lot of the feedback that was coming their way, as far as, hey man, Bethesda, what's going on? You guys knew how many of us had pre-ordered to be able to gain access to this game. Hook us up. What's going on? Hook us up. So I'm glad that in less than 48 hours later, at a more rapid pace, they put more out there. Now, I don't know if it's a case where, sadly, I don't know if it's a case where you have a limited window of time to get in there. Because what happened with my friend Jacob, he was able to just keep checking. He didn't have his notifications turned on. He just kept checking until finally he was just able to play. So, hey, if you're able to get in, you're able to get in. If you have been playing it, I want to know what you think about this game so far. Honestly, I've gotten a really good feel for it. I'm at level 4 right now, as you can see on the screen here, and you can see my character. Let me just give you a nice 360 spin and blow it up a little bit here. Now, when it comes to the character creations, there sadly is not that much you can do with your character. Now, I know some of you guys are probably looking at this skin and you're going, Lee, that ain't really you, dog. That's about as close as I was going to be able to get. Let alone as a black man. That's as close as I was going to be able to get. I had to go with, I think, a red guard. I think that's the breed or whatever, to be able to play as a black character. I know, right? But anyway, it's all good, man. It's all freaking good. So anyway, one thing that I do want to give a heads up about, for those of you that are able to play the beta version of this, and look, have no fear. I would imagine that way before summertime, this game is going to be in everybody's hands. Right now, it's rolled out for Android and iOS. Eventually, it will be released for Windows 10, PlayStation 4, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, I believe PC version as well. So everybody's going to get their full fixings of this. And what makes this really kick ass is that you'll be able to play this game pretty much anywhere on any respected device, the way I understood it. And honestly, when you think about the way that our games are going about today, this makes a lot of sense as far as how you're going about accessing your content, playing it, kind of like with what's going on with the Nintendo Switch when you really stop and you think about it. One thing I want to give you guys a heads up about, because I was alluding to it earlier, but I got a little bit sidetracked. If you are playing the beta version, make sure you do take advantage of some of the unique content that's in here. So as you can see on my screen here, when you go into the store, there is going to be for $5 a hero pack. And I highly recommend you guys check this out, because this gives you a limited edition Watcher's Blade and helmet. You get 5 revival scrolls, building materials, gold, and more. All that for just $5. Okay, that's really good stuff. And as you can see here, there's really not much else that's going on as far as what you can access. Now, the reason why I had stressed what I stressed about the Heroes pack, you can buy what you want to buy in here, okay? But the thing that you need to keep in mind is once the full game is released, everything that you've purchased, all of your progress, your leveling up and all that, it's going to transfer over to the full game. All right, so what you're doing right now is not in vain. You're not gonna have to start from scratch. So I think that's pretty badass. Okay, so I had went on ahead and I had purchased the Heroes pack. So as you can see, as a result of that, look at my weapon here. It's a pretty strong weapon. My Watcher's Blade has an attack of 45 with a single arm, but I believe that symbol means if you're going double-handed, using both hands. So it looks like you could do a maximum of about 100. So that's pretty good. Oh, that looks pretty. That looks pretty. All right, so I'm definitely gonna... Sometimes observation is enough, but when the watching stops, the elegant Watcher's Blade takes over. Okay. And let's go to my helmet. Put my Watcher's helmet on. All right, not too bad. Not too bad. Gives me protection. That's good. As far as skills, and I will gladly show you guys. Oh, let's equip that. We want to equip it. Yeah, equipped it. Now, as far as skills go, right now I've unlocked Fireball. There is a second version I want to get, but as you can see from the screen here, the next rank to level it up, you got to be at 11. Rank 11, but look at that jump. So right now I'm only able to do 29 fire damage, but once I reach rank 11, I'll be able to do 127 fire damage, 38 fire damage if it's interrupted. Total magicka cost 150. That's pretty badass. Okay, so, and the other thing that I want to show you, you see these gold emeralds here is 460. Well, you'll unlock different types of treasure chests. You'll come across them in the game, right? And when you come across them, you can't just open it up off the break. Well, you can, but there's a catch. If you want to open it off the break, it's going to cost X amount of these green emeralds. Okay, now typically when it comes to your standard treasure chests, just a normal wooden treasure chest, you'll have to wait maybe 5 seconds. A silver chest, I believe that could take 3 hours to unlock. As a matter of fact, let me show you right now. Yeah, see my silver chest? Originally I was waiting 3 hours, so some time has passed. So if you want to speed it up, as you can see, it would cost you 26 emeralds. The way that Bethesda Studios have built this game, it is a straight up free to play. You really do not need to be spending any money on this game. not unless you just want to support the developers, or you feel they are making you some type of a really cool deal in the store, like maybe with the Heroes pack that I had alluded to earlier, which is for $4.99. That's a really good grab, but you really do not need to spend any money on this game whatsoever. Okay, I personally feel so. To each its own. All right, and it's got elements of, I would say, Fallout Shelter, from the standpoint of, you see where I am. I'll come back to this job board in a little bit, but you see this building here? This is the town hall, and I had to go on side quest missions to be able to gather up all the materials to be able to rebuild this, because the game pretty much opens up with you trying to fight your way back to your home, which you give it its own name when you're able to. You are able to name yourself and everything. And once you're able to find out what all has been happening to your home since you've been away, you go through the process of rebuilding everything pretty much from scratch. And you go on side quest missions. There's some main missions as well, but you're pretty much doing all of these side missions in order to bring everything back to rebuild your home piece by piece. So this is the town hall building here, and then you can see some of what's in ruins here. So it's got a little bit of Fallout Shelter if you stop and think about it, because you know how you're building, right? Think of Marvel Strike Force as well when it comes to the Alliance War, and you're setting up your respected rooms and everything, repairing them as needed and all that, right? You see how things are in ruins here. So I just got done building this small blacksmith place for this guy here, Lond. And that's the cool thing, is the more materials, the more resources you're able to obtain, then eventually the bigger the upgrade in that particular foundation. So eventually Lon's blacksmith workshop, it's going to be 3 times bigger eventually. So it could be a little bit redundant, a little bit, but, and as you can see with the graphics are so rich, very fine. It's almost like you're playing a portable version of a previous Elder Scrolls game, maybe ported for the Xbox 360 or the PlayStation 3 on those respected servers, give or take, on those respected engines. So this is very beautiful, almost like a nice little throwback to Morrowind too, if you really stop and think about it. So what I want to do right now, because sadly my iPad is running low on juice, I've got about 10% left, sadly. I'm gonna do one mission just to kind of give you guys an idea of the gaming mechanics and everything, but we'll do another video that's gonna drop a lot sooner than you guys think, and I'll show you guys even more gameplay, side quest missions, things of that nature. And I will also do a breakdown in the skills tree, the perks tree, Magica tree, all of that for you guys. Okay, so it's pretty easy, the controls, because it's pretty much the way that they've built this game. They've built it with mobile users in mind initially. So you know, when you're fighting, for example, it's pretty much touching the screen, swiping, tapping. When you're moving around, I like how you can pretty much move with your left stick. You could just, with your left thumb, you can just move around, left, right, kind of like you're playing with a joystick, if you will. And then you can just use your right thumb to pretty much look around, knowing when you're ready to move, you just move. So let's go back to the town hall area, and I want to go to that job postings thing. Now you'll be able to unlock magic skills once you hit level 2, and then afterwards you'll be able to access this area I'm getting ready to show you, which is called Jobs. You'll be able to access it right at about level 4, it looks like. And as you can see, some of these jobs, it shows you the difficulty level, right? So right now I want to take it easy. I want to just stay around the 1, 2-ish difficulty area for right now till I'm a bit higher in level. So let's go with Terrors of Fort Grimwell. We can see the rewards for that one. There's a mystery chest and lumber, and that's gonna be, I can use that. I gotta build some stuff. So let's go ahead and let's start that. Okay. Nothing too much, just whetting you all's appetite a little bit. But I'm loving this. I'm loving the gaming schematics and everything. I'm loving this. So as you can see here, the blue on the far left side, that's your magicka. Red is your health bar. The green, that's your stamina bar. Green is your stamina bar. Okay? Stamina basically, I would imagine, ties into when you're striking with your weapon. All right? You know how exhausting it can be after a while. And make sure that you are exploring everywhere. Try to make sure that there's no hidden areas, because you'll normally get a heads up when you go on some missions that there is going to be a hidden area. So you kind of want to be mindful of that. Time it right. You gotta time it right. There you go. I didn't think I was gonna be able to get that. I was close one. See something that's kind of glowing, like what I just showed you there, what I've been hitting so far? Hit it. Just tap over there. You'll go over there. Do your thing. It looks like I don't even have my sword equipped. Let's make sure my sword is equipped. There we go. Now we're good. Okay. The other thing I've noticed with regards to this game, there's some items that you'll break, like what you just saw there, and nothing is inside. It's very weird. I'm sure they're aware of this, but yeah, very weird. Sometimes there's an item, other times there's not. See, we had an item there. So our health is already full, so we're going to keep going. That's a piece of bread. Does me no good. Time that perfect. I mean, that's pretty much it. So, I mean, at this point, you can either continue to explore the area that you're in, right? Just to have maximum exploration and maybe pick up some more goods, or you can just hit complete and you'll automatically go back to your village. Now, this is very important. In order to get your rewards, you want to make sure that once you come back home here to your town, you want to make sure you go back to that job postings board. So let's go back there. Okay, so you want to come back here. All right, and now what you want to do, you want to go click over to challenges. Or hang on. Where is it? You should be able to claim the gold for it. Let's see here. Well, I guess it was automatic, because normally what I was doing a couple of times, I would come back to the board and there would be a claim. And once I had clicked the claim, I was able to obtain the gold. But I guess they said, nah, here you go, automatically. So, but I would still kind of get in the habit of just checking the board just to make sure, because normally when you come over here to challenges, you'll see above the text of next challenge entry in. That's where I was seeing the areas before. I'm not going crazy. I know other people that have played this game will definitely back me up on that. All right, so that's the main stuff I wanted to show you for now. And so we got an hour and 55 minutes to go. We've got a golden chest. There's no way I want to open the golden chest right now. Not at 72. No, we're not doing that right now. Forget that. Okay. So when we come on back, once I'm nice and charged up, we come on back, I'm going to show you guys even more gameplay. And I'm going to go all nitty gritty with the gaming controls and everything. So if you haven't done so, make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the bell notification so you always know about new content that's going to come your way. Don't want you guys to miss out. And again, if you've been playing Elder Scrolls Blade so far, let me know and the rest of the community know how you've been enjoying the game so far. But I gotta tell you, I'm loving it. I'm like feeling very addicted to this game, and I haven't felt this way in a long time about a game. So it's a great year to be a gamer in 2019. I mean, we got Elder Scrolls Blades, we've got The Division 2 by Ubisoft, and I've been waiting 20-something years for it, but it's finally going down this summer. We got Shenmue 3. 2019, who'd have thought it would be a great year to be a gamer? Anyway, that's going to do it for now. I wishing all of y'all to be safe and most importantly, be kind to one another. I will see you next go around in a hot little bit for our next video. Loads more content we got coming your way, so do stay tuned.